Ah, it is me, Mr. Gowan, back with another Final Fantasy XIV video. Part 26. We'd love to see it. Can I go away? Thank you. Okay. Sorry, my computer is being weird. I have discovered the power of Party Finder in Final Fantasy XIV, and I have a party now. And they have agreed to help me with Bahamut. So, yay, yay. Sorry, I'm like typing in the party chat, which you guys cannot see because I have it covered. All right, we're good. Here we go. Let's do this. This is going to be interesting. Also, oh my god, these people, like, they're great. They, like, burned through all of the summons, like, instantaneously. Alrighty, what are we doing? I literally have no idea where I'm going, so I'm just following. Oh. Yay, story. The scars left by the calamity. Oh, this is Alizé, never mind. I can scarce breathe for the surfeit of ether. Tell me, have you ever seen corrupted crystals such as these? Such crystals manifested across the realm when the course of the great river of ether was irrevocably altered 5 years ago. Behold, one of the objects that caused that alteration, a fragment of the lesser moon Dalamud. Ancient Ale created Dalamud, or Meteor, to use the Gallian name, to serve as a celestial prison for Bahamut. Its fall inflicted grievous wounds upon the land, wounds that have yet to heal, as is evident from the corrupted crystals. Interesting. Oh, what's that? Hello. Oh, it's the thing that, like, people ride. Amazing. Dalamud's internal devices still function in spite of everything, a testament to the ingenuity of the Alligans. The Gallians seek to appropriate their advanced technology, I am certain of it. We are about to come face to face with secrets that have long lain buried within the sands of time. Great dangers may lie beyond, but we have come too far to turn back. The truth of the calamity is within reach. Alright. I mean, I can actually do my stuff. Oh wow, I'm actually level 70. That's pretty cool. Nice. Yeah, these guys are like really high level and know what they're doing, so I pretty much don't have to do anything. He's crazy. What's this? Gods preserve! Dark wings that would engulf the very heavens.
These could only belong to Bahamut, the primal who laid Eorza to waste 5 years ago. At Cartano, my grandfather sought to imprison Bahamut anew by invoking the power of the 12. Alas, the Dreadworm proved too powerful, and he soon broke free of his confines. Yet instead of resuming the destruction he had begun, Bahamut vanished. Whitherto no one knew until this day. But I do not understand. If Bahamut is truly a primal, how is it that he retains his physical form? Did Grandfather defeat him, or is there some other explanation? We must press on if we are to learn the truth.
Alright. This is so exciting. But we must press on. I'm like, alright. Oh, they're already fighting? Maybe? No? Okay. Well, good for them if they are. More cutscenes. Oh, is it already done? I think I killed it already. Or at least maybe. Maybe I'm confused. They're definitely quite a bit ahead of me. I'm not really sure where I'm supposed to go. Am I supposed to go this way? I'm assuming not. Because no one seems to be over there. Okay, yeah, no, so not that way. This way. There we go. 70% traditionally the main tank keeps his at A. Okay. Interesting. Okay, let me read this. What are they saying? So this boss will split in 2 parts at around 70%. Traditionally, the main tank keeps his at A and the off tank pulls his to B. Ideally, both should die around the same time, as the survivor will slowly deal more damage the longer the fight goes on after that. Okay, Siren had for us, however, it shouldn't be an issue. Drag it to A when ready. Okay. Come hit her, my child. Hello, Charlie. I see you've come to join us. Ooh, it did split. Interesting. Excellent. Okay, alright. Not bad, not bad. Very cool, very cool. Look. It's in the treasure coffer. Okay. Where to now? Where am I going? What's happening? Is that it? Oh no, I have to like click on A question mark? No? Where do I go? What am I doing? done anything and I'm lost. Where are the people? Do I have to like go back? Confused. Wait, but like for real, what? I'm confused. Did they like say something and I missed it maybe? Drag it to A. No, they just said drag it to A when ready. They're not here now, so they can't tell me. Do I just leave? Oh, there's an Allegan terminal. Oh my god, I'm so blind. Jesus. Alright, I figured it out. Hooray. Alright, anyway, sorry. Kevin, hello, welcome. You can just open the duty menu and hit leave too. Alright, cool. Well. Good to know. Didn't know that. Now I do. Return to the final boss has different skills based on... You can always hit leave from the... Of course, they said the same thing. They're all like, yeah, you can just leave. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I didn't know it was over. I thought maybe there was another part, but I guess I was at the end. So, you know, there you go. Imperial Exploratory Site, 912 yams. What is a yam? How, exactly like how far is a yam? What is the distance of a yam? Can someone give me a precise distance of what a yam is? How far is a yam? Dead. Wrecked. Destroyed. Alrighty. Absolutely destroyed. Cool. This is really dark. I really can't see like very much. I mean, maybe it's supposed to be? I don't know. Aha! There's a lot of these balls, huh? Okay. Wait, is that it? That's it? I have too much stuff in my, okay. Well, so much for carrying whatever that was supposed to be. Wait, is there more to, like, explore? I'm confused. Is that it? Is there more? Question mark? They, like, made the place seem like it's so big, and yet that was it? I feel like we didn't explore the whole thing. Am I mistaken? I mean, I guess I'm just gonna hit leave. I mean, abandon duty. I didn't abandon the duty. I just wanted to leave the duty. Okay, I'm gonna put a bunch of stuff in my Chocobo saddlebag. I may or may not have been doing a lot of crafting lately, so... Aha! Commencing. A full yom mom are equivalent to the imperial unit with the same first letter. What? Interesting. So like a yard and a mile? Oh, inches, feet, yards, mile. Okay. Love that. Turn 3 it is. Retro Strat. Lucan. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, that was interesting. I just realized they're all level 50. I'll kill them. Because I can't. Why do I have 70,000 health? Run! You're fine. Oh, I didn't realize I was supposed to run. Alright, well. Made it this far. Woo! Silent Tunnel. Okay. Apparently we're just going through, and I'm at peace with that. It's not like I need the experience. Hello? Thank you. I was like, it wasn't letting me do anything. Oh, cool. The boost of the echo, huh? That's neat. Yeah, I didn't even know you could, like, run unrestrained until I started playing with these guys. And they were like, yeah, we don't want to wait for a full party, so... and I was like, oh, okay. So I didn't know you could do that. So much to learn, so little time. That was pretty. Oh. Ah. Way back in 2.1 or 2.0 that you guys had to do this every week. Big yikes. Back then you had to progress through the coil. Oh, so you had to literally do the whole thing. So to run turn 4, you had to clear 3 each week. Oh, yikes. Okay, apparently I have food that's been delivered. I guess I should go get it after this. Ooh, are these the like spider thingies from like Final Fantasy 12? Sweet. Oh, Final Fantasy 13 enemies. This is cool. Another Final Fantasy 13 enemy, which has then been repurposed and used in Final Fantasy 7 Remake. This was the Raid series release of 2.x content, but it was insanely hard. I take it it's not hard anymore? I mean, I guess if everyone's like level 9,000, I'm just getting level 90, then like it would not be hard. Or even level 60, I guess, would be pretty easy. You're doing it with half the people right now, so you tell me. Sure. Fair enough. You right. Turn 4 time, 1 minute and 55 seconds. Wow, that's not bad. They literally, like, destroyed the, like, I did all the primals with them. Because I just wanted to do Howling Eye, because I was like, well, I've been waiting to do it for a long time. I guess I should try Party Finder and figure it out. And then, yeah. Actually, we already... Okay. Oh, hello, Lady Mia Rose. Welcome. You can just insta-kill things with blue? Is blue that strong? I didn't know that. That's cool. Alright, BRB. I'm gonna go grab the stuff from my door. Apparently it's here, so one sec. It's a limited job. You can't queue into duties with it normally, only pre-mades. Oh, cool. Alrighty, duty finder. Let's do this. did that just say? I think it said I don't get an experience bonus until level 80 or something. Which, like, you know, fair play. Central Core, 1910 Yarms. Wait, so if it's Yalms, then it's yards. So 1,910 yards?
This is going rather more smoothly than I expected. It is indeed convenient to have a hero on hand. Gods, that the cavern should open up again, even at this depth. Ha! This resembles a finger.
I think it might be.
And so it should! This is Bahamut's hand! Oh my god. As with the wings, it seems to be frozen, and for that I count my blessings. But again, I find myself wondering, how is it able to retain physical form? I had assumed that Bahamut's reversion to ether was the cause of the widespread changes to the realm, but if he is still there, or still here, then that theory no longer holds. What was it then that brought about the realm's sudden regeneration? There is still so much we do not know about Cartano.
Yeah, apparently.
I haven't the slightest inkling how deep these caverns run, but we must continue.
Alright. Make sure you don't trigger cutscene 3 before he's done with 2. Ah, yes. That would be nice. Yay. What's this? Just a bunch of dragons. Ooh, that's cool. Hello. Oh, hi. White Wind and XIV are the only two reliable AoE heals we get as blue, right? I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Alright, apparently Ronin. Let's do this. Slot has a cooldown. Or Stot has a cooldown? I mean, I have 90,000 HP, so I have a feeling this is not going to be much of an issue. What is that? Oh, wrapped. Okay. Just Oof. Okay. Oh, we're literally fighting on Bahamut's hand. Hilarious. What's a Neuralink? Oh, disrespectful, Becky. Okay, don't touch the sides. Yeah, like you said, Kevin, don't touch the sides. I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, I was like, is that thing not gonna die? I don't understand what the Neuralink is. The dives are on a timer, as are the landing. Oh my god, learning how to use the party finder was that was something, I tell ya. Whoa, sir. I don't know why I used that. But I didn't even know like how to like talk to my party members. I thought I was talking to them, and then it turned out that I absolutely wasn't. The binds that tie. Complete the binding coil of Bahamut. Excellent. Apparently there's 13 parts or something. This is what I'm told. The binding coil of Bahamut complete. Alright, give me this cutscene, let's go. After I collect the treasure, which I obviously totally need. Is there an exit somewhere? Oh, I see what's over here. Finding second and final coils. That's cool. Cool. Oh, what's this? Hello. And here I almost left the duty because I was like, I don't know where the exit is, and then I found it. And now we're here? Question mark? Activate the lift? Yes.
This contraption. Is it used to control the saturation of ether? I suppose there is only one way to find out. The dragon you vanquished earlier. Doubtless you noticed the peculiar contraption about its neck. It was likely a receptor of some description, used to enslave the creature. Ancient Aleg possessed the means to control dragons, it would seem. The Ishgardians would kill for this knowledge, though to be sure, it could as easily be brought to bear against them. An army of dragons could turn the tide of any battle, as the Garleans once learned to their sorrow. I would not be the least bit surprised if they now sought to exploit this power. Whatever their plans, this serves as another reminder of the might of the Allegans. One cannot help but wonder how so advanced a civilization came to fall.
Honestly, yeah, very that. I mean, I'm sure I'll learn about it eventually. What's this? What's this then? Excuse me.
Gods be good.
Hello, why is his head detached?
This is Bahamut's head.
Ew. That's gnarly.
And that enormous crystal, it pulsates as if it were a heart. Then the primal that had awakened, was Bahamut all this time? No. This cannot be true. This would mean that grandfather died for naught.
R.I.P. Sorry about it.
Confound it! We do not know enough to strike at it now. We must withdraw.
Okay, whatever you say.
Who? Who is that? No, it can't be.
Are you thinking it's your grandfather?
Grandfather, is it truly you?
Sure looks like him. Can't hear him apparently, but sure looks like him.
No. Don't leave me again, please. Grandfather! Grandiose for there.
Excuse me.
I know. We can do no more for now.
Wait, what? Meh, with you here, I guess we don't really need Carrie after all. I was figuring you'd have left by now. I'll drop her back out. Oh, shoot. Behemoth Fate is up. In North Anna? I don't know what that means, but alright. Oh, and Kurthus.
But this looks like... How did we come to be in Northern Thanalan of all places? Oh, but such details matter little. Grandfather's alive, Zayden. Bahamut did not defeat him.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
But why won't he return to us? I don't understand. This expedition has yielded more questions than it did answers. At any rate, we would both be better for a rest. Let us return to the Waking Sands and reflect upon what we have seen. Thank you, Zayden. Without you, none of this would have been possible.
Alright. That's sweet. How lovely. So I gotta go to the Waking Sands, apparently. Which means I need to go to Horizon. Ba-da. Excuse me. Entree. Okay, I'm here. Where is Alize? I'm in the wrong Waking Sands, aren't I? This isn't the Waking Sands. Is this the Waking Sands? Am I confused? No, this is the Waking Sands. Then where is she? Hello? Oh, she's over here. Okay. Well, Urianger's over here anyway. And he seems to have a quest for me.
Shall we begin then? Urianger, I understand you have a report of your own to share with us.
That's right. Aye, my lady. Even as thou didst emerge from the depths, an etheric disturbance betokening primal activity was observed. In Mordona was it marked first. By comparison of time and magnitude, we have since deduced its origin, the Cartano Flats.
Strange. There have been no reports of primal activity in that region. It could only have been Bahamut. That would certainly explain how we came to be in northern Thanalan. Somehow the cavern took us all the way from Vilbrin to the heart of Aldenard.
'Twould seem so, my lady.
It is all but certain, then. After Bahamut disappeared 5 years ago, he hid himself deep beneath Cartano, and has since lain dormant, regenerating.
Aye, my lady. Taken together with thine own account of Bahamut's continued presence, the land's slowness to heal and the disorder of the etheric currents do point to one conclusion. Bahamut stirreth. If left unchecked, the primal shall drink of Eorzea's life force till he doth awaken to rain ruin upon the land. Alright.
Rest assured, I do not mean to give up Zayden. Bahamut may still live, but so too does Grandfather. For the past 5 years he has been keeping vigil over his nemesis, making certain that the primal does not escape.
Master Louis Soir doth yet live.
I durst not hope. And thou art certain 'twas no mere manifestation of thine all too sorely felt grief. I know how desperate this may sound, Urianger, but I saw him with my own 2 eyes, as did Zayden. But he vanished deeper into the labyrinth before we had a chance to speak. 2 more like fragments of Dalamud pierced the earth when the lesser moon fell. One we have seen. If we can but find the other 2, I am certain that we will find Grandfather as well.
If thou so believest, my lady, then I too shall have faith. If it please you, I shall notify the grand companies of this development. All Eorzea must stand united if we are to avert a repeat of the calamity.
That will not be necessary, Urianger. Being the great conciliator that he is, Alphino will seek to unite Eorzea of his own accord. If rumors are true, that endeavor is already well underway. So let us leave the diplomacy to the diplomat, while we continue our investigation of Bahamut. I swear to you, no matter what it takes, we will find my grandfather and uncover the whole truth of the calamity. Zayden, you have heard me swear to do these things, but without your strength, I cannot hope to make good on my word. The danger to Eorzea is not past. For the sake of all who abide here, I pray that you will ever be our sword in the darkness.
If I have to be.
Mine apologies. I trust I have not kept you waiting over long. Zayden, I am both delighted and reassured to have you at my side once more. I would not waste your time with trivialities. Let us proceed directly to the discussion of that which we have learned, and that which we hope to learn anon. Initially, it was evidence of a new primal that led us to delve into the cavern beneath Castrum Occidens, and to explore the subterranean scars left after the fall of Dalamud. As you will well recall, we have found what we found was a vast, largely intact fragment of the fallen satellite, and within the depths of that structure we discovered not the new primal we had expected, but the broken form of Bahamut himself. Yet even this great revelation would soon be overshadowed by the appearance of my own dear grandfather.
I have since shared our sundry findings with Rambros, preeminent scholar of the Sons of Saint Coinarch, and he, in turn, did kindly furnish me with his theory concerning the elder primal's Allagan prison. 'Twould seem that Dalamud was constructed to gather unto itself the rays of the sun, and thence channel this radiant bounty unto the Crystal Tower. The ancients saw great potential in Bahamut's capacity to manipulate energies of otherwise unmanageable magnitude. 'Twas for this reason that they did bind him within the Red Moon to serve as its living core.
Do you remember the sight that greeted us at the culmination of our journey? The colossal devices that surrounded and seemed to cradle in complete form of the elder primal? From the information provided to us by the Sons of Saint Coinarch, we have learned that these contraptions were termed internment hulks, and that each bore the designation Ragnarok class. The purpose of these hulks is believed to be twofold. First, they are meant to act as binding coils, rendering Bahamut incapable of escape, and second, they are meant to feed him. Perversely, the selfsame energy which prevents him from moving also serves to sustain his corporeal manifestation. Bahamut is permitted neither to die nor to truly live. He merely is allowed to be. For century upon century was the elder primal thus imprisoned, bound about in fetters so subtle in their working, and yet so adamant, that though his cell be destroyed, Bahamut lieth yet at the mercy of his long-departed captors. It has long been held that the primals require the prayers of their faithful followers to exist, yet none alive worship Bahamut. Could it be, then, that the Alligans found a way to simulate prayer itself? It seems the only logical explanation. I would postulate, therefore, that the regenerative mechanisms in question also supply something akin to the power of prayer. Consequently, if all of the internment hulks were to be rendered inactive, Bahamut should dissolve into ether. Upon the evidence of thy previous foray, we determined that the elder primal is sustained by 3 such binding coils. Thus did we commence to scour the realm, and found in the 12's wood an as yet unexplored fragment of the lesser moon, bearing a most familiar etheric signature. And after conducting a preliminary investigation, we believe we have discovered a point from which this North Shroud fragment and the second of the internment hulks can be entered. As Eorzea's sword in the darkness, I would have you once more lead the charge. I will, of course, be there at your side. Once you have made your preparations, head to Falgort Float and make yourself known to my assistant, Serpent Lieutenant Anael. The fallen fragment is not far from the settlement, and her position provides a convenient rendezvous point. I will break these elegant fetters, for they bind my grandfather as surely as they bind Bahamut. Okay.
Sure. If we must. Hello there, sharp-eyed serpent private. Have I done any crafting yet? I have done so much crafting. Oh my god. My highest level character actually is my armorer, which is like level 74 or something. I haven't gotten anyone to like max level yet, but I actually have I have most of my crafts above level 50, I think. And a bunch of them are above level 60, so I would say yes, I've done a bit of crafting. Just like a little bit though.
What business brings you to this broken land? Unless you fancy being ground to a bloody pulp under the granite fists of a wandering golem, I suggest you bugger up. Oh, my apologies, sir. Lady Alize did send word of your impending arrival, but would seem I've grown rather too accustomed to shooing away curious sellswords and reckless explorers. Behold, if you will, one of the fallen shards of the Red Moon, Dalamud. Our initial survey uncovered no evidence of the Empire's presence, which, while fortunate in itself, meant that the approach to the fragment had yet to be cleared. After much effort, however, we succeeded in carving out a semblance of a path which should grant you access to the entrance, and that, I'm afraid, is where our progress ended. The interior? Well, assuming that the architecture of this hulk resembles the first, the master controls you seek will be located in the bottommost layer, past all the ingenious and deadly defenses of which the ancient Alligans seem so indecently fond. If you would know more, I'm afraid there is nothing for it but to brave the depths of the fragment yourself. Lady Alisaie will soon be arriving at Folgore. Pray do not tarry on your way back to the lieutenant's post. I imagine our young mistress will be most eager to commence the expedition. The road ahead promises peril aplenty, and I would humbly suggest that this is not the occasion to stint on preparation of provisions. May the 12 watch over you. Okay. Can I just like fly through here? Hell yeah, I can. Hell yeah. Alisaie.
That's not Alisaie. Hello, N-I-L-I.
Master McCabe, I trust the private's explanation was worth the journey. Simply securing an approach to the fragment's entrance proved a monumental task. I dare not think what defeating its inner defenses will entail. If there is aught I might do to aid you. Ah, Lady Alice. Oh, my apologies. Master Alfino. Has there been a change of plan? Urianger informed me of the impending expedition. I merely came to exchange a few words with my fellow scion before he disappeared into the depths of the second coil. Zayden, though I would strenuously deny it were she present, my sister's admiration and affection for our grandsire exceeds even mine own. Upon the matter of his legacy, therefore, Alisaie is wont to go above and beyond the call of duty. In our grandfather's absence, she has made the salvation of Eorzea her personal crusade. 'Twas that which prompted her to brave the perils of the first coil, yet the fact that she risks her life in this manner is not the greatest of my concerns. No, it is a subsequent fixation upon my grandfather's shadow that worries me most. This quest to rid the world of Bahamut must not become a quest to save a man long dead. My sister must needs have a better reason to fight. A time will come when the fate of the realm rests upon our shoulders, and when it does, we must be strong in our resolve, and certain of the stakes for which we risk all. There is a wide difference between fighting for the good of Eorzea and fighting for the love of a man who died for the good of Eorzea. Alisaie must choose her own path. She cannot rely on grandfather to choose it for her, for he is gone. I am glad that it is you with whom she makes this journey. If Alisaie is to discover a deeper purpose, then where better to find one than at the side of Eorzea's greatest champion? 'Twas there that I found mine, after all. But as past time I was gone, fair fortune to you in your endeavours, Zayden. Ah, Lieutenant Niall, was it? I would appreciate you making no mention of my presence here to my sister.
She's like, okay, sure, I guess.
Lady Alisaie is due to arrive at any moment. I shall abide in confident expectation of your triumphant return.
Alright. The second coil, Bahamut, now accessible. Fabulous. I can't see your HP or easily target you. I don't get it. What? Only one visitor so far. Already about to acquire the second. That was me. Only one visitor so far. About pizza and oven. If we don't get more peeps here in the next 4 minutes, no point. Fair warning. I'm asking them if they're ready. Okay, they're not. Alrighty then. In that case, I'm gonna go continue the main story quest, I guess. Where was I gonna go? Oh yeah, to go to Tailfeather. Fun story. I had actually already been to Tailfeather before it like freaked out on me and was like, hey, wait, what? They're telling me there's like a rare fight. It's a two-parter. They go to a main city and visit Gilgamesh server, and rush to Kurthus Central Highlands. Ooh. Apparently I'm going to the Gilgamesh server. Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces fast and I'm homebound. Kurthus Central Highlands? I think that's where they said, right? Let me just make sure. Yeah, Kurthus Central Highlands. Okay. To Camp Dragonhead. Here we go. They gave me coordinates, I just have to find them. They said 4.0, 15.6. Where the hell is that? Not that way. Oh, it's like up here. Oh, okay. Oh, Lucan is also a gunbreaker. That's cool. Love that. Also, like, genuine question, is it actually worth leveling up the blue mage since you, like, can't use it for, like, anything? Also, what is this quest? You know what? I'll deal with it later. They told me to come to them, so I'm on my way. Can I even fly over this mountain? Will it let me? Oh, thank goodness. Whew. I was nervous for a second. Ooh, the behemoth. I'm here. Someone's sleeping. There's a lot of people, actually. Oh, yeah, I can do that. How do I, like, disband the... Oh, just go to party. Duh. So it's Lucan and... Where are they? Hello? Where are they at? Oh, that's one of them. Lucan... And Oh, here we go. Apparently we're starting. Oh, I'm stunned. And now I am not. Actually something to collect in the game and get the spells if you like the quest. Interesting. That is good to know. I actually love collecting stuff, so it is very good to know. And that's how Behemoth died. Wow, I had 1 HP remaining. That's amazing. Hilarious. Locking coins. This is cool. Or like, let me check my pizza and then onward. Apparently they have a pizza in the oven. Which, you know, fair enough. I have not actually eaten today. I like had to buy groceries via Instacart because I don't have a car. So I had to wait for those, which is what was at the door. I had groceries at the door. Yeah. Yeah, I tend to, dear. I intend to do something. What was I gonna say? Oh, I want to make some, like, pasta or something. Dolomite Shadow. The Black Shroud. The blackest of shrouds. That's hilarious that you can just walk across those.
How strange. Why could we not see all this before? I suppose it is only to be expected that corrupted crystals should accompany a disturbance of this magnitude. After all, the fragment likely pierced the ground to a depth of many hundreds of yards. The swelling ether leaking from the wound must warp the very air, creating a veil that hides these formations from view. Well, it is not as if we expected this to be a straightforward task. Let's tread carefully, shall we, Zayden? 'Tis imperative that we win through the depths of this structure and disable the mechanism that powers Bahamut's regeneration. Of course, if we should chance to encounter my grandfather upon the way, I shall not let him go again. Not while there is hope that he may yet be saved.
Alright, whatever you say, man.
But mayhap we should put such thoughts from our mind until after we have successfully gained entrance to the place. That opening up ahead appears a suitable point of ingress.
If you say so. I love that they just like went ahead and just like killed everything, so I can just like walk through now. Great. Love it. Loves it. It is actually pretty cool. I'm here. Hello. New cutscene. Who does? You went grocery shopping today too? Got more stuff. I don't know. My cursor was covering that side. Got more stuff for your soda stream. Ooh, that's fun. I have only ever used a soda stream like once. Really? Oh, you just have to like separate it. That was cool. That was a neat little mechanic. I just realized what name it had. That's cool. Yeah, I've only ever had a soda stream like once, and it was for like a day or two when I was living with my ex like years ago. He went and bought a soda stream, and I was like, that's nice. And then I was like, why did you buy this? Like... And I mean, obviously there's good reason to, but I don't even like drink pop really. I do sometimes. But I was like, this is interesting. I think he kept it. I don't think we had it for very long. I'm pretty sure we like weren't together for very long after that, so it didn't really matter. Alrighty. But yeah, I do remember using it like once or twice, I think, and it was pretty neat. Like I like the idea of it. It's a fascinating little device, that's for sure. In a bulkhead. Hello?
That's armor. No, it couldn't be. Be on your guard, Zayden. Though it defies all reason that he should live, I know of only one who wears such armor. He whom the Empire raised as high as the Black Wolf himself, the legatus of the 7th Legion. I speak of the madman who brought the Meteor Project to fruition. We face the White Raven, Nile Vandanis, harbinger of the 7th Umbral Era. Nile Vandanis. Ah, that was the name of the fool who perished upon the eve of the promised Age of Glory. It should not be uttered within these hallowed halls. Out of love for his loyal servant, the one true deity named me Nile Deus Darnis. The one true deity? Bahamut? He speaks of Bahamut. O Lord Bahamut, thy name is as sweet water to parched lips. How my heart swells at thy sacred touch. This blessed sanctum is the domain of the god and his beloved children. Seek to defile its glory, and you will answer to me. Alright. He disappeared. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Bye, Lady Mia Rose. See you soon. How is this possible? From what Alfino has told me, Nile was slain on the eve of the calamity. Whatever the truth of the matter, we must be on our guard. There can be no reasoning with the worshippers of a primal. I'm confused. What's happening? The outer coil. I thought he just like launched himself. He was just like, yeah. Where did I go? This way. Ah. No worries, mate. I wonder if these guys are British. Ooh. One of the 4 fiends, maybe. Je suis stone. Not petrified again.
Oh, I'm petrified again. Petrified for always. Well, she died, so it doesn't matter. Irrelevant. Goodbye, friend of Hagrid's. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Oh, I already have that. Alright, cool. Well, that's fine. Mapping the realm, the second coil. Very cool, very cool. What is this quest?
Eager to listen to my harp, are you? For what higher praise could a minstrel ask than to have as an audience the very hero who provides inspiration for his songs? Yet I have no fresh compositions I deem fit for a champion's ears. Would that I possess something more to amuse you.
I'm like, oh hey.
Ah, I've been struck by the most wonderful idea. You shall be the author and the subject of your own creations. Yes, by weaving an epic with your own endeavors, you will find yourself casting a critical eye upon past deeds. Think of such works as muses for future growth. 'Tis no difficult thing to pen a poem. The words will come of their own accord, I assure you. Simply envision the scene and describe the memories in faithful detail. Omit not and add not, and the truth shall remain. Reciting the finished piece should then serve to bring the past to vivid life in your mind's eye. And when you look back upon events with undistracted clarity, what was hidden in chaos may now seem blindingly clear, especially when things are uncolored by the embellishments I might bring to the story. May the recording of your sagas reward you with the inspiration and insight. Oh, and do return sometime and share what you have wrought.
Duty recorder unlocked. Very cool, very cool. Sorry. Carry loading in as there's always a queue. Okay, carry teleporting here. Excellent, excellent. Ooh. Excuse me. Where, oh where is Carrie? Oh, there's Carrie. Hello.
Invite to the party?
Carisi Shadow Wake. That's a cool name. Yay! Alright, I assume we're ready now. Central decks, 3256 yawns or yards. So 3 feet, 3 times 30. So like about 9,500 meters, roughly below. We'll just go 10,000. We'll just like round up, you know.
I'm reminded of the passages beneath Castrum Occidens. We must have traveled quite some distance below the surface. More of the same tunnels. 12 be good. Surely they cannot continue all the way down from the upper floors. It is difficult to see inside, but I have a terrible feeling these corridors house more of the dreadful guardians you have already faced. It is said that the Alligans excelled in the creation of chimerical beasts, and that the Red Moon teemed with a thousand fantastical monstrosities. Interesting, okay. All to prevent the enemies of the ancient empire from releasing the Elder Primal. I wonder, the creatures that prowl these halls, could they be the beloved children of which Niall spoke? Well, this is yet another mystery to ponder upon our return. Shall we continue onwards?
Yes, so. Let's do it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Damn, instantly killed. Cool. Oh. New cutscene, who dis? It's an interesting creature. Get wrapped. It's too late now. Does it can destroy? It's not to know. It is not. Hashtag color me confused. Oh, I'm bleeding. Cool. Oh, I survived already. There's so much HP. Oh my god. I don't know what's up. Let's get re-queued. Alright. I mean, I'm more or less just like along for the ride, so like it literally doesn't matter. Cool. Wrecked. This one's going very well, I see. Be some way to avoid that missile that I'm forgetting. I still did this like 2 days ago. It's like a little fly, just like buzzing around my face and on my microphone. I don't know what that means. What is that? Interesting. Fascinating. What's this? I mean, I don't actually care if I get that. It literally doesn't matter. Oh, I just got them all anyway. Cool. Excellent. What are these things? High Allegan Etherstone. Footgear? An Allegan device that, when affixed to gear, greatly augments the gear's strength. Oh, interesting. Duty Finder. Tenfold. Side note, this next boss was the final boss of 1.0 before the game relaunches AI. Cool. $6,329 yards. Interesting. That's fancy.
That surely cannot be Dalamud. Where are we?
The final resting place of Nile Vandanis. This is a grave for the undeserving, and for the crime of trespassing upon my god's sanctuary, this place shall serve as your grave too.
No!
It's like, maybe if I just slap my book. But whosoever is it? Oh, it's Lady Iceheart. I'm just kidding. In the hour of his failure, Nile Vandanis felt the currents of ether begin to bear away his essence. But before oblivion could claim the last of him, a divine will reached out, and I was born. Then did the words of my god resound in mine ears. Bring unto mine enemies crushing defeat, that they might know despair without end, and claim thee thus the victory which thou wert once denied. Interesting. Ooh, we love some energy wings. Oh, that's a little less exciting. Very creepy. Ooh, hello. Fascinating.
'Twould seem that little remained of Nile's essence when Bahamut plucked him from the brink of oblivion, and the result was this strange simulacrum? I don't know. Nevertheless, her aura bespeaks great power. She channels the rage of the Elder Primal himself.
Lord Bahamut, thy wish is my command. None shall escape thine unquenchable fury. Come, ye dull, unthinking beasts, bare your teeth. They will avail you not in the calamity to come.
Alize's like, I'm out. Alright. Oh, a spear. Ooh, not a Dragoon. Is this like the Legend of Dragoon? Don't pull this one after cutscene. Many people. Okay, so don't pull it. All right. Sorry, I need to read this. What am I saying? Many people didn't, myself included. Oh, for 1.0. Don't pull this one after the cutscene. Okay, so 2 mechanics I need you to help with, and 1 that will almost certainly kill you. Oh, okay. I mean, I'm at peace with that, honestly. During the phase where you can't attack her, she drops meteors. Okay. You want to drop yellow and red roughly where Ayame and I are. Around the edge of the arena. Okay. Preferably not on top of each other. The green meteors you want to drop on A, B, or C, and absolutely not on top of someone else. after that final phase, the floor will change. Okay. 4 is probably safe. Probably. Okay. Okay, so we're about to get meteors, question mark? Oh, green. Seconds to move the flare. That's exciting. I got a new trophy.
The second coil Bahamut's complete.
Return to the starting point. Oh yeah, I guess. I assume return to the starting point just brings me here though, so... Where is it? What? Is that what? Okay, cool. Can I help you?
Poor creature. Would that you had never been born. You had surrendered your physical form and collapsed into ether, but Bahamut denied you death and imprisoned what little was left of you in an ethereal shell resembling... what, I wonder? Images from your memory, perhaps? But that shell is now broken, and your primal deity seems disinclined to sustain your existence.
My primal deity.
I kneel to no icon. What need have I to beg the favor of such filth? I am Nile Vendanis, legatus of the 7th Legion.
No. A moment. My thoughts are clouded. This body is not mine own. Could it be that you spoke the truth? Was I ensorcelled by the lesser moon's ancient prisoner?
That will not happen again.
You speak as if Bahamut no longer controlled you. But that's impossible. Once a primal ensnares a mind, it cannot be freed. Unless Bahamut simply relinquished his claim. What need has he of a broken spirit bound for the ethereal realm?
Oh, that I should fall prey to the very influence I sought to purge from the land. The irony is galling. But do not assume that all of my actions were chosen for me. It was my will that the Meteor project be resurrected, mine and none other.
Yet it seems that my grand designs were destined to fail. Even the ungentle release of death was denied me. Nile, please! You must tell us more of the calamity. I must know the truth of what has befallen the world, and what has become of my grandfather, Archon Louisoix.
You are Louisoix's grandchild. Ah, the fates are generous with their cruelty. Continue on, if you would have your answers. They await you at the terminus of your path. But know that this path leads only to despair. The light of truth was ever harsh and unforgiving.
Why do you say this? Grandfather will be freed once we put a stop to Bahamut's restoration, will he not? What are you not telling us?
Steel yourself, child. Only unbending resolve and merciless strength can conquer what lies ahead. The weak can do naught but weep under the pall of their own misery, as did the frail child I once was. Rip. Silence, chattering raven. Your wretched wings are broken, and you shall soar no more. My crimson moon, your brilliance sears mine eyes.
Honestly, the only reason I gave that character a low voice is because I thought they were a man, and then I had already given them a low voice, so I was like, I feel like I should just continue giving them a low-pitched voice. And who knows, maybe they were a man.
I recognize that voice, Aiden, but never would he say such words. Come, let us finish what we came to do. All will be put aright when the final hulk lies dormant. Grandfather will be himself again, I'm sure of it.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I mean, it's currently being pieced back together.
Bahamut regenerates more swiftly than I had anticipated. Let us hope that disabling this coil will serve to slow the process. The display seems different, but the controls appear to mimic the mechanism we found in the Lanosian Hulk. It shouldn't pose a problem. Satan, forgive me. The moment I beheld Nile's transformation, hope wilted in my heart. I do not believe you could stand against the manifestation of Bahamut's power. For all your fabled strength and skill, I felt certain that that I was going to lose you, just as I lost my grandfather. Even he, a man for whom naught seemed impossible, was humbled before Bahamut's might. And yet, look how far we have come. 'Tis incredible the feats of which we are capable, our boundless potential. 'Twas this capacity for greatness, I believe, that grandfather so dearly wished to protect. With all that has occurred, I have come to understand that much at least.
Okay. Jesus, Bahamut's huge.
'Tis done. Shall we make our way back to the surface and gather our thoughts? We have seen much that will benefit from Marie-Ange's learned perspective.
Can I help you? The disrespect is palpable.
Grandfather, it is you. Then why?
Abandon this quest, Alize. I will not countenance further sabotage of the coils.
Sabotage, but we must disable the coils if we are to prevent Bahamut's revival.
Your defiance seals your fate.
No. No, you are not who I thought you were. My grandfather would never.
Foolish girl. How could the White Raven allow herself to be bested by such sniveling opponents? Listen well. We all exist at the pleasure of one divine will, and the word of Lord Bahamut is absolute. Scurry back into your little holes, vermin. You have been granted this one reprieve, but should you be so foolish as to crawl into my lord's domain again, I will crush the life from you myself.
Oof.
That light in grandfather's eyes. He has suffered the same fate as Nile.
Aww.
My grandsire is no more. That was naught but a phantom that profanes his noble memory. This mockery must be expunged. I will not rest until I free grandfather's soul from Bahamut's tyranny.
Bet.
Do you hear me, Bahamut? Your time is at an end. Eorzea and my family will be avenged.
If you say so. Where are we going? Not that way. Oh, there's the exit. Found it. That took a second.
Northern Thanalan. Alize.
Alright, back to the Waking Sands again. Hello, Urianger. Can I help you?
An old foe and an old friend. So 'twas but the ethereal shadow of Master Louis Soir that Lady Alice beheld, an unnatural conjuration in thrall to the elder primal, that the fiend should deign to choose him of all men, even in full knowledge of the shade's true nature. I would be hard pressed to weather such a confrontation. Yet what agonies must the young mistress have endured? Such torment did she ne'er deserve. Mayhap 'twere better if the Lady Alice did absent herself from future forays unto the coils. I have come too far to surrender to grief, Urianger.
My lady,
I am resolved to defeat these fiends, and naught shall sway me from my path. Now let us peer more deeply into the well of our discoveries.
as you wish, my lady. By your leave, I would speak first to the Coil's late guardian, Niall Vandanis. Vandanis was a legatus of the Agalian Empire, who strove to bring about Eorzea's final destruction, only to fall even as the sixth sun did set. If thou hast heard tales of the White Raven, then it is he of whom they speak. Aye, he, I say, for Niall was for a certainty no maid. The noble house of Vandanis, as we discovered all too late, had long safeguarded the wisdom of ancient Aleg. 'Twas thus that the legatus came to learn of the true nature of Dalamud, and to seek to employ the Red Moon as a weapon against Eorzea. But the crystal tower, and the mechanisms required to command the satellite, yet lay hidden beneath the ground, compelling Niall to construct a far less subtle mechanism, and in his first faltering attempts to communicate with Dalamud, he did likely rouse the satellite's slumbering prisoner. Thenceforth did the White Raven's soul belong to Bahamut.
He was fortunate indeed to acquire so powerful a thrall by chance. 'Tis little wonder he was so loath to part with him. Why let a simple thing like death deprive one of us, one of so useful a pawn? Though we may accuse him of bungling Vandanis' resurrection, I dare say that Bahamut was as content to have a handmaiden as a manservant. I only hope that the two thralls we encountered were the extent of his flock. Yet I cannot help but dwell on Niall's words, those beloved children of whom he spoke. I assumed at first that he referred to the moon's beastly guardians, but should Bahamut have enslaved other mortals, we must needs remove this source of worship, otherwise our efforts to disable the coil shall be for naught.
Forgive me mine indelicacy, my lady. Thou art wise indeed to speak of expunging the primal's thralls, but canst thou truly pursue a course which would cost thee thine own grandsire?
My heart and mind are as one on this matter. Grandfather's salvation can be won but by a single method, the destruction of Bahamut, and aught that might serve to sustain him. Zayden, while Urianger and I endeavor to ascertain the existence of any further thralls, I suggest you grant yourself a moment's respite. Rest assured that I will contact you the moment I have need of your inimitable talents. That we have achieved so much I owe to you. I fear, however, that our trials have barely begun.
Though time had dulled the pain of thy passing, I find that I am wounded afresh. Master Louis Soir, what good shall come of this unending search for knowledge and truth? Long have I believed the pursuit of such treasures to be the duty of every true Charlian, yet when each new revelation serveth only to heap further anguish upon those whom we would fain protect, must we truly reach for more?
So
you have found your resolve, dear sister. Well, will you now find a use for the secret, for the key that only you and I hold?
Given our familiar propensity for curiosity, you would do well to remember that keys may serve to seal doors as well as to unlock them, and Bahamut is a most unwelcome guest to whom the door should never have been opened.
Hello, Ariel.
Zayden, it is well that you are here. My lady, how might I serve you this day? I have met with some difficulty in my mission, Urianger, and I should be grateful for your counsel. As you know, Bahamut's physical form is regenerating beneath the Carchino Flats even as we speak. If we are to prevent his return, we must needs disable the 2 remaining internment hulks that sustain him. Every moment our mission is delayed, the realm is pushed closer to the brink of destruction. Alas, though I have determined the location of the fragments of Dalamud leading to the hulks, I've been unable to find a way to enter them. And gaining admittance is but the first step in your perilous undertaking. When last thou descended into Bahamut's subterranean fastness, thou didst discover, didst thou not, that the dread primal had bound the shade of Nile Vendanis unto his will? And though thou didst consign the fallen legatus to blessed oblivion, thou mayest recall that the piteous wretch was not alone. Doubt not but that Bahamut's other thralls shall seek to hinder thy passage. You can say his name, Urianger. I have not forgotten that my grandfather is waiting for us. My lady, I would remind you, as I must oft remind myself, that the man whom we both loved and revered is no more. What remaineth is but a shade which defileth his memory. The vile verbiage that spilleth from his lips must not be heeded, for it cometh not from your grandsire, but from Bahamut himself. You need not worry, Urianger. Come what may, I will not stray from the course. I will not let grandfather's sacrifice be in vain. But mere words will not take us whither we must go. As I said, I have been unable to find a way to enter the fragments of Dalamud. My lady, might I suggest that you visit the fragments again in Zayden's company? Full oft hath the Warrior of Light set events in motion by virtue of his presence alone. 'Tis possible that he might do so again. I, the while, shall search for answers of my own. By your efforts combined, full sure am I that the path shall be revealed to us ere long. Were it anyone else, I should question the wisdom of such advice. Oh, sorry. Were it anyone else, I should question the wisdom of such advice. Yet I cannot deny that what you say about Zayden is true. Very well, I shall do as you suggest. Assuming you have no objections, of course. Good. Now we seek entry to 2 fragments of Dalamud. One lies in the Burning Wall in Eastern Thanalan, and the other at the Singing Shards in Mordona. I left an assistant at each location with instructions to continue searching for a means of ingress. It is not impossible that they could since have found something useful to us. Let us begin by visiting my man at the Burning Wall. Dex, I think it was. Dex it is. Oh.
I was about to start whistling Bad Romance by Lady Gaga, and then I realized what I was doing, and I was like, oop, yup, can't get that copyright strike. Not today. Hello, Alize's assistant. How might I help you? I say, are you not Master McCabe, my lady's most faithful companion? Sinis, sir, at your service. And may I say what an honor it is to meet you. So she doesn't even know her servants' names.
How goes the survey, Dex?
My lady, it shames me to say that I have found no viable path to the fragment. Though it stands there before our very eyes, the way thither has thus far proven impassable. When the fragment fell and pierced the land, it caused a prodigious amount of ether to spew forth. 'Twas this that gave rise to the land's twisted lay, which seems destined to thwart our efforts. Even were an opening to exist, I fear that we would struggle to reach it.
We cannot give up. Keep trying. So near and yet so far. Well, it avails us not to stand here and stare at the thing. Let us away to Mordona and try the other fragment. Perhaps Sinis has fared better. Upon that note, my lady, there is something I must tell you. I am sorry to report that I lost contact with my brother just over a bell ago. As you know, the singing shards are home to many fell creatures, ogres among them. While I do not wish to cause you undue alarm, I fear something unspeakable may have happened to Dex. What? Why didn't you give me strength? We must hurry to my assistant's aid, Zayden.
She literally doesn't even know her assistants' names. That is just... That is a true tragedy. What is it? What's this?
Zayden, can it be you? You've outdone yourself since last we met. That much I've heard. They say you sojourned to Dalamud's shadow, yet lived to tell the tale. I was in these parts at the time and felt a disturbance in the ether. It was the White Raven himself, you say? Ah, no wonder. Tell me more, my good Zayden. Recount to me your journey through the shadow. Take me there, on the wings of memory and imagination. Your stirring tale has stirred me. Lo, I am as a cauldron bubbling fragrantly in the great kitchen of a castle keep, a stew of inspiration, a slew of verses. Listen, my good adventurer, and listen well, for the song I sing is of your tale.
I'm not singing that. I don't know what it is, and I don't care.
What say you? Is this not exactly how you told it to me? Ah, but you forget, I am a poet. We read between the lines, rendering into words that which was left unspoken. Lest you wonder, I shall name this composition Shadow of the Raven.
That's nice. Thanks to the musical stylings of the Wandering Minstrel, you can now relive your foray into the second coil of Bahamut. As the name suggests, the second coil of Bahamut, Savage, is a brutally difficult version of the raid of the same name. If you choose to undertake this challenge, it will be purely for honor and glory. Great. Good to know. That's right, not extreme. No, no, no. Savage. Savage.
Oh, no, no, no. Stick to the status quo.
I'm gonna get another strike, aren't I? Not another strike. I actually haven't gotten a strike on my Twitch channel, but like I always get like, if I ever like sing anything in any video and then it goes to YouTube, YouTube always is like, oh, you got a copyright thing. Not a strike, but like claim. That's what it is. Copyright claim. And usually they allow it. They just get paid for whatever. If anyone actually like watches the video, which no one watches, so it doesn't matter.
Thank you, adventurer. For a moment there, I feared that my bones were to be ground up and used to bake bread. I am relieved to see that you are unharmed. It was wrong of me to press such a dangerous task upon you. My lady, your worries are wasted on me. 'Twas nothing at all, I assure you. If it please you, I shall report my findings. As you can see, though the tip of the fragment is exposed, the rest is encased in rock and crystal, rendering it impossible to enter the structure. We might try excavating the area around the fragment, but that is like to take time, and there really is no telling how deep we may need to dig before we find a suitable point of ingress. As such, I am forced to conclude that gaining entry to this fragment is unrealistic. Forgive me, my lady. Confound it! We are losing precious time. What are we to do now?
'Tis I, Urianger. Glad tidings have I for thee and my lady. For a blessing, a way hath been found by which thou mayest enter the remaining fragments of Dalamud. Pray escort Mistress Alize to the cerulean processing plant in northern Thanalan. There all shall be made clear.
Urianger has found a way! Then we must go to him at once.
Alright. Alrighty, cerulean processing plant, here we come. Well, up, sir. Mine apologies for summoning you thus from afar, my lady, but 'tis here that your journey may finally begin.
I did wonder. To my knowledge, there are no fragments in northern Thanalan.
Nor are you mistaken, my lady. Yet a pathway doth exist, one which you yourself have made use of in the past. At the conclusion of your several forays into the binding coil, 'twas at the crystal formation which lieth to the north of this place that you did emerge, was it not?
Yes, an ethereal stream bore us back to the surface, that much I had surmised. Are you suggesting that we can use it to return underground? And even if that were possible, would it not simply bear us back to those places which we have already explored?
It need not, my lady. Pray allow me to explain. Upon the evidence of your experience, it seemeth plain that two internment hulks may share the self-same ethereal egress. From this we did infer that others may be connected in like wise. Thus did we labour long to verify the existence of further tributaries to the self-same stream, in which task we were at length successful. 'Twas then but a matter of arriving at a solution to the problem of travelling to an unattuned destination. That one might reach what we may call the headwater, we propose to employ a modified etherite, which serveth to amplify such ripples as do originate from said source. By focusing one's essence upon these ripples, it should be possible to make the journey. Yet be fairly warned, my lady, as with all untried modes of ethereal travel, this method entaileth considerable danger. Merely attempting the voyage could cost you your life.
That is a risk I am willing to take. You are brilliant, Urianger. But I am curious. Did you have assistance in forming this plan? I could not help noticing your repeated use of the word we. Unless you have taken to using the majestic plural in our absence.
Nay, my lady. As you have correctly surmised, I was not alone in this endeavour.
Meaning there are others who are aware of our mission. Well, it cannot be helped now. Preventing Bahamut's return is what matters. If some secrecy must be sacrificed to achieve our goal, then so be it. So that must be the modified aetherite. But what are the immortal flames doing here?
Those men may be sworn flames of Uldar, but they are first and foremost faithful retainers of House Levoyer. Oh. Oops.
Alphino! So it was you who was helping Urianger? Who else could it have been, dear sister? Lest you worry. I have no intention of making the details of your venture public. Like you, I would prefer to avoid causing a panic. But given that which is at stake, namely the survival of the realm, one must be willing to accept help that when it is offered. Would you not agree? At the very least, do not be cross with Urianger. 'Twas at my behest that he kept silent.
We will speak later.
Pray forgive me, my lady, but knowing full well your intent, I judged it meet that Master Alphino be informed. Though your grandsire hath become Bahamut's thrall, his noble blood courseth yet through both your veins, and if he must needs be struck down.
Do you hear that, Alphino? I mean to strike down grandfather, and when I have done so, I shall banish Bahamut to the ether. Nothing you say will sway me from my course. I will protect Eorzea, and I will uphold grandfather's legacy. Grandfather's legacy? So you still do not know what you yourself desire. Your actions are still driven by borrowed resolve. Borrowed resolve? What does that have to do with anything? Protecting Eorzea was grandfather's goal, and we made it ours, both of us. That is why we came here, unless you have forgotten. Gods forbid I should ever forget, Alize. But you misunderstand. I do not question your resolve, only whence it came. If it were your own, you would be able to tell me precisely why you desire so fervently to protect Eorzea. Yet you cannot, for it is not your resolve but grandfather's. You may struggle to see the difference, but borrowed resolve shall never be as strong as that which springs from within. But let us speak of this another time. For now, preventing Bahamut's return is all that matters. To be plain, I have no objection to striking down whatever is left of grandfather. Know, however, that I will be accompanying you this time. As a son of House Levaye, I would be present for his final moments. Very well. You may join us, on one condition. I make the decisions.
It's like, yeah, sure, whatever. If it please, my lady, the name's Erkenrod. Our preparations are just about complete. When you're ready to embark on your mission, just give me the word. I'll be waiting for you at the cerulean processing plant.
Pay no heed to my brother. You can rely on me. We have come far together, you and I, and together we shall see our journey to its end.
The scene for turn 12 is about 9 minutes long. I almost got booted from the instance last time for inactivity while my tag-along watched it. Interesting. Let me get my ether copy back. Oh, you can't bring us some goldsmith into a raid. Fair. Central decks, 4,560 yawns or yards. I'm just gonna go with yards. Even saying yards is weird.
This is how it looks so this is how it looks on the inside. This internment hulk still functions. The teleportation was a success. We are come to the right place. There is no telling how much further Bahamut has regenerated since we last beheld him. Let us make haste to the main bridge and deactivate the coil. There were receptacles similar to these in the previous hulk. Those held chimerical beasts, but only the Allegans know what other abominations may be sleeping within. They may well be part of Dalamud's internal defenses. We must stay on our guard at all times.
Alright, besties, let's go. Sorry, what? Blue Mage gets a spell that lets you borrow power from another archetype, tank, DPS, healer. Healer 1 makes our heal spells significantly more potent, but you have to actually find a healer to copy from. Tank 1 increases defense and DPS increases crit, DH. Can't use Blue Mage for any main story quests. It's a very fun class. Interesting. All of your spells, except the first one, have to be learned from enemies. Oh, interesting. Spells from 7 of the primals and a myriad of others. Very nice, very nice. So cool looking enemies too. Mapping the realm, the final coil. What's this then? Alright, twins, what's up?
By the 12 dragons, and so many. We were aware that the Allegans possessed the means to control the creatures, but to imprison them thus is barbaric. I would not wish such a fate upon my worst enemy. 'Tis plain that no love was lost between the Allegans and the dragons, but was it truly necessary to keep so great a number here? Bahamut did not want for defenses. This we have experienced firsthand. Such guardians as the Allegans created, both living and unliving, were surely no less capable of repelling intruders than these poor creatures. Tell me something, Alize. Have you not managed to determine by whose will Bahamut exists? No, I have not. At first I assumed that Bahamut had no people of his own, that the Allegans had perhaps discovered a way to simulate prayer itself. However, Niall's words give me cause to reconsider, specifically the Shade's mention of Bahamut's beloved children. From that, I infer that the primals given form by the will of worshippers whom have yet to... Oh. God strike me down for a blind fool. Bahamut's beloved children right there before my very eyes. How could I be so stupid? Who else but the dragons of Eld would summon Bahamut? Who else but they could sustain him? And to think I wondered why the Allegans kept them imprisoned here. Even should the flame of Bahamut's life go out, his faithful children would summon him back. For this reason, the Allegan Empire kept an army of dragons here in a perpetual state of duress, that they might sustain the primal's existence. Truly, the Allegans' ingenuity knew no bounds, and neither did their cruelty. Small wonder that Bahamut was so enraged. Let no one deny that it was man who sowed the seeds of the calamity. You think? Will you now turn your hatred towards our own kind, dear sister? Do not patronize me, Alfino. I merely acknowledge our guilt. Lest you be in any doubt, I have no intention of allowing Bahamut to lay the world to waste, regardless of the atrocities the Allegans committed against his kind. We have no choice but to eliminate all who worship him, be they his children or his thralls. It seems reasonable to assume that the system responsible for the primal's regeneration is also responsible for sustaining the captive dragons. If we disable it, all shall perish. Let us press on.
Interesting. We're almost there. 3 more coils, and that's it. The cutscenes are so long, but it's fine. Regeneration grid, 6,835 yards. 1 yard is... A yard is 3 feet, right? Am I wrong? We don't learn that here in Canada, okay? Like, we don't do the imperial system. So, I actually don't know. I think it's 3 feet. for this one. You take left side. Oh, shoot. Excellent. And go to the left. Hostile presence detected, deactivated, blah blah blah. Then interesting. What's this then? Oh, it's like a metal Cerberus dragon thing. That's cool. Kalia. Oh, that's good. creature. Dreadwin and Gear Coffin. Oh, I just gave me it all. Oh, cool. I'll take it. Now I have no slots remaining. I'll get it.
Why, this looks like a model of Delamud, yes. For millennia, Bahamut must have gazed at this unchanging view, trapped inside a prison that was scarcely large enough to contain him. Unable to move, denied the release of death. How his hatred for man must have burned.
Excuse me.
And that hatred found an ideal vessel in Nile Vendanis. In many ways, Bahamut is to be pitied, not loathed. But knowing the true extent of his fury, I am more convinced than ever of the necessity of our endeavor. Besides, his is not the only soul that cries out for vengeance.
Excellent. Alright, apparently the next one has a nice long cutscene, so let's find out, shall we?
Woot, woot.
Gods, he is almost whole again.
Are we gonna get the old Alphino actor? He's hardly almost whole. He's still like halfway done.
His size is staggering. I can scarce imagine how Grandfather stood against such a monstrosity.
This is hilarious. Oh my god. After having like witnessed the new
cannot be allowed to proceed
voice
any
actor.
further. Let us
Yeah.
disable the coil and move on.
Like wow, I just switched from the old actor to the new actor and then back to the old actor.
No, that man is dead. I will not dishonor my beloved grandsire's memory by calling you such.
Oop.
You are but his twisted shape, the thrall of a mad primer.
You were foolish to disregard my warning. Are you so convinced of your own righteousness?
I guess.
'Tis the rightness of our path that led us to return. Eorzea will never be safe whilst Bahamut remains to threaten all we hold dear. What of the hero who gave his life in defense of the realm? Do you truly dispute the justice of our cause?
My poor, ignorant grandchildren. Your world is shaped by naught but recent conflict. Listen, and I will speak to you of justice. 'Twas in the twilight of the Third Astral Era. The southern land of Mericidia suffered invasion at the hands of the Alagon Empire. With no atrocity, too depraved for their purpose, the forces of Alec were unstoppable in their advance. Desperate for salvation, the dragons prayed to one of their first brood, to their ancestor Bahamut. Infused by the power of their fervent supplications, Bahamut arose from the abyss of death and took wing as the Mericidians' newborn god. Yet this great miracle would only serve to further the maniacal designs of the dragon's imperial conquerors. The cruel fetters which bind my lord stand testament to the Allagon's boundless greed and hubris. I once summoned the 12 in an attempt to forestall the advent of the 7th Umbral Era. What then did the dragons of Mericidia do that I did not? Wherefore are they accursed and I exalted? 'Tis man's overweening belief in his own primacy that blinds him to the commonness of his condition and the truth of his own tyranny. As long as man is suffered to remain, the dragons shall never be at peace. Only when the plague of people has been expunged shall the children of Lord Bahamut be free. Then shall the world know true justice.
Interesting.
Stop it! Grandfather would never say such things. His belief that people were worth saving never faltered. He had faith in their strength, that they could stand together and push back against the darkness seeking to shape them.
Well, apparently I've given her the wrong voice.
A false hope. 'Tis folly to place one's faith in so flawed a race. Stand together. Huh. They would first need to agree on which direction to face. If history teaches us anything, it is that man cannot find common ground between his own 2 feet. Even you, twins whose veins run with the same blood, struggle to fathom each other's reasoning. You hide your differing agendas behind the convenient banner of Eorzea's salvation. Given your obvious self-interest, can you truly claim no kinship with the Allagon? And though I hope they might bring you closer, 'twould seem that the twin grimoires I bestowed upon you were a wasted gesture.
Cruel. Just cruel.
There may well be truth in your judgment of Alize and me, but such a one-sided tirade bemoaning the evils of man rings false, coming from the lips of Archon Louisoix. Tell me, do you champion the cause of dragons because Bahamut compels you as his thrall? Or is it because you yourself have transcended the limits of man's existence?
Ah, so the possibility did not escape your notice. What I prayed for, what I have become. These are the keys that unlock the truth behind Eorzea's rebirth. If you would have them, then you must needs take them by force. Come, rend this divine form asunder and claim your answers.
Is that Phoenix? Ooh, we get to fight Phoenix. Is it Phoenix? Maybe it's not Phoenix. It looks like a Phoenix.
He has become a primal?
It is difficult, I know, but you must accept it. That entity is no phantom or imposter. It is our beloved grandsire.
What?
Please, for his sake and for ours, you must defeat our grandfather.
Didn't we just spend a whole lot of time being like, just kidding, that's not our grandfather, that he would never, like, say those things? And now they're just like, nah, it is grandfather. Oh, it is Phoenix. I knew it was Phoenix. Just remember that my inventory's full, isn't it? Nice. It was not bad. It was not bad. R.I.P. grandfather.
Grandsire.
Alrighty.
Grandfather is truly gone this time. But better it end this way than the alternative.
I am yet here, Alice, my dear, sweet granddaughter.
What?
Grandfather?
I must thank you, warrior of light. Without your valor, I might never have broken free of Bahamut's control.
Interesting.
These last few moments are mine, to live as the man I once was.
That's nice.
This is all that I wanted. Yet, now that it is happening, I find myself struggling to believe it. Is it really you?
I guess.
Grandfather, pray forgive me my insolence. It was not my intent to demean you.
Forgive you? I am proud of you, child. You were wise enough to deduce the manner of creature I had become. Alfino, Alize, if any here should beg forgiveness, it is I.
Grandfather, I must ask, will you not tell us what befell during the calamity?
Yes, yes, of course. You have come far to hear the truth. Let us then begin the tale at the Battle of Cartano, where clashed the forces of the Garlean Empire and the Eorzean Alliance. 'Twas there in the sky above the surging armies that the elder primal Bahamut broke free of the Red Moon Dalamut. In an effort to contain this avatar of destruction, I called upon the 12 to aid me in the creation of a prison of ether. But Bahamut would not be caged by such feeble bars. Too vast was his might, too fierce his rage.
Okay.
Little choice remained to me. I used the last of my strength to entrust our hope unto the future, and prepared to meet my end.
We got the good graphics for this one. Rip. I guess that's how Bahamut died, maybe? I assume so. I mean, there's a huge hole through him, so... Oh, yeah.
It is being reconstructed.
Where is that? Is that in... Is that in Kurthus? It looks like the Kurthus area. Or at least one part of the Kurthus area.
As you have no doubt surmised, I did not perish. When the cage built from the essences of the 12 was destroyed, The sky was filled with a colossal cloud of ether. This drifting energy responded to the prayers of those fighting below, and to my own desperate wish that the dying realm be saved by infusing me with the power of a primal. I became the immortal phoenix, ancient symbol of rebirth. Rising into the sky, I struck Bahamut with all my newfound strength. The blow shattered his earthly form, and a shower of ether rained down upon the land. Thus began the rejuvenation of Eorzea. Believing the deed done, I relinquished my hold on that staggering energy, desirous that it should be returned to the realm without delay. But I had not reckoned on Bahamut's tenacious will. Even as he teetered upon the cusp of oblivion, the dragon reached out to claim me. Alas, within my fast fading form, enough remained of the Phoenix's energy to offer Bahamut a hold, and he dragged me along in his wake.
And thus began your existence as the Elder Primal's thrall.
I cannot help but wonder at his will to survive. Though he was all but obliterated, Bahamut found a way to seize the power you surrendered. That would explain why part of his physical form survived to be entombed underground.
It would also explain why Eorzea was so terribly warped. Even as the land sought to restore itself, the returning flow of ether was cut off.
Very good. When his grip on existence was once again secured, Bahamut did not cease his feast until he had consumed every last mote of ether that yet floated in the air.
And still he was not fully restored.
You must remember that by this time, much of the freed ether had already returned to the land. That which remained was not sufficient to reconstruct so massive a form in its entirety. But there did not need to be, not for a being sustained by the marvels of Allagan technology. As long as some piece of Bahamut persists, the Coils will seek it out and continue their regenerative task. The fragments of Bahamut appear motionless from the surface, but deep beneath the ground they had been searching, tunneling through rock and soil towards their escaped prisoner. And, as you have observed for yourselves, they found his heart.
Oh.
Warrior of Light, heed me. You must put a stop to Bahamut's regeneration.
Not your grandkids?
Whether
No,
it
just
be
gonna
for
leave that to me.
man or for dragonkind. The question of justice is irrelevant. The Elder Primal will leave naught but a smoldering wasteland for both his children and ours. I beg you to defend Eorzea and guide its people to the future they yet struggle to find.
Wrecked. Alright, there's one more apparently. So.
This portal will take you to the final internment hulk. 'Tis time for the tale of Bahamut and his part in the calamity to come to an end.
Alright.
Alvino, Alize, pray, come closer.
How tall he is compared to them.
Your hopes and dreams must no longer be an extension of mine. You must needs find your own reason to fight for this realm, your own meaning in this sea of chaos. Will you do that for me?
I'll think about it.
Of course, Grandfather.
I'll get back to you in 5 to 10
I have
business
already
days.
made it my mission to see this newborn Eorzea survive and flourish.
Alright, old Alfino.
Alize, while I was yet enthralled to Bahamut, you spoke of my faith in man's strength. Know that your words reached me, imprisoned though my soul still was. So forceful was your conviction, I wonder if that belief has not become your own. Perhaps, after all your anger and sorrow was spent, you found something greater within you.
Maybe.
See this fight to its culmination. 'Tis also your strength in which I have faith.
Blessed.
Thank you for everything. Pray, take your rest, Grandfather. You deserve it.
So cute.
There are records of an art that allowed one to summon the power of a primal from the essence of its demise. And though I am no true primal, all that I have left, I give to you.
Aw, that's cute.
Alvino. Alize. My darling grandchildren. May Light's blessings ever keep and protect you.
I feel like that was a pretty satisfying ending for him, you know? Am I just like a little annoyed that he was still alive after all this time? Kind of, but also it was a good ending, you know? I'm not mad.
Come, Warrior of Light. Our task remains undone.
Okay. They're crafting. Whoops, hold on. It's actually kind of convenient because maybe thinking. Okay.
Here we go. Time for the duty finder.
Question marks. The burning heart.
"'Twas a long and arduous road, but at last we reach its end. Farewell, Bahamut. I banish you back to the ether."
Oh, tell me more.
"He is not yet whole. I did not think him capable."
And yet, big ow. Much pain.
Alize! Alize!
I miss his old voice actor.
I had thought it finally over. We will not survive another blast. No. Is this how I honor my promise to grandfather?
By dying to Bahamut?
You must needs find your own reason to fight for this realm. Your own meaning in this sea of chaos. Will you do that for me?
I will, grandfather. In fact, I believe I already have.
Alright.
That reason has been with me all along, guiding me. Eorzea's blade of light, shearing through endless shrouds of darkness. I have been shown the miraculous feats of which we are all capable, of which I am capable.
Okay.
Bahamut, you have wreaked enough havoc. I
Okay.
will not let your wrathful fires consume all that we know and love.
Guess we'll see. Oh, cool.
How long I have waited to hear you say that. You have found your resolve at last. Let me join my strength to yours. In this place, in this moment, our purpose has become one.
Did the books become one? Yes, they do. Well, isn't that interesting?
For the future of Eorzea!
This last task is yours, Warrior of Light. You must destroy Bahamut's crystal core.
Okay. I hate flying. Oh, we're going right in. Alright, cool. This will be fun. do get to fight Bahamut. Like actual Bahamut, but like not the full big form, I guess. Just like little baby heart form, I guess. That was cool. Okay, what? Okay, hold on. Okay, only warning I'll give for this fight is there's a dive phase. I advise hanging out in the middle of the room and trying to run toward the one diving at you. Red is Bahamut, green is Twintania. Also trivia, this GBM is the song that played for the intro cutscene for 2.0. Yeah. Scroll up a little before you pull. I don't know why I use that too. Yeah. Bahamut. Yeah, Bahamut Prime indeed. Indeed, Mr. Kevin, indeed. Ayame says that they aren't sure how far they can get, but that, like, they don't know if they can get a win, but they're gonna try and see how far they can get, so that's cool. Oh, I get it. So green. So like the green above your head. This is wild.
The storm of Mericidia.
R.I.P. to the warrior play. I'm just kidding. The pain of Mericidia. Well, well. Terraflare, huh? Absolutely wrecked. Oh my god. Cool. I wonder if they'll win. It'd be crazy if they did. Like, crazy cool if they did. Ooh. Do we need a fourth? Maybe. I could ask them. They'll probably say yes, so. Oh, they said nah. Alright. Guess not. Okay, stay in the middle, and if it's green... Okay, so it's red, so we want to go towards this one. Right? Ooh! Ooh! This was close. I assume it must be timed or something. They said if you have a friend who wants to come along for another run, that's fine though. Okay, so I've got red, so I've got to go towards Bahamut. Oh yeah, terrifying. Here it is. Oh. Alright, Terraflare, mess me up. Let's go. Cool. R.I.P. Bahamut.
The final quest.
Coil of Bahamut complete. That's what we like to see. We did it. We did it. We did it. Hooray. Do I want either of these? Do these matter, like, literally at all? They look cool? Alright, cool. Good to know.
You did it.
Yes, I did. Thank you. Well, I helped. I didn't really do it. The other person definitely did better than I did. R.I.P. Bahamut.
But one task remains.
Yeah, to turn the thing off? That's my assumption.
With this last coil disabled, there shall be naught left to bind Bahamut to this world. His beloved children will finally know peace.
Presumably. Oop. Into the ether you go, beast. Cool. Apparently I got something, but I don't know if it fit in my inventory. So I might have got nothing. I don't know what that was supposed to be.
'Tis done. He is truly gone. You knew, didn't you? You knew what Grandfather had become.
I was not certain, but from all I had gleaned, it seemed a distinct possibility. The scene people describe of the Battle of Cartano was one of unimaginable devastation, and 'tis through the combined prayers of the desperate and an abundant source of ether that primals are born. I merely put two and two together.
Did you know? Okay.
And you consider that a sufficient explanation? Well, however you stumbled across your theory, 'twas this revelation that made you wary of my attachment to Grandfather. You feared that in my obsession I would fall under his primal sway. Is that why you decided to join us? To pull me back should I show signs of wavering?
Oop.
Pray forgive me, sister. I wished only to protect you. Yet I see now that I needn't have doubted the strength of your conviction. May I ask you a question? What do you now intend to do with the truth you have uncovered?
Nothing. No, I'm just kidding. Could you imagine? She's just like, eh,
Which particular truth was that, brother? The fact that desperate prayer gave rise to the primal phoenix? That this new god was responsible for setting Eorzea on the path to rebirth? Should such a tale become common knowledge, people would soon offer up their prayers in earnest. They would beseech Phoenix to complete the healing that was begun.
Yet as you and I know all too well, the very act of calling forth this savior would do more harm to the land than good. We cannot encourage such worship for this very reason. Were Grandfather forced to return as an ether-draining primal, it would undo all that he had worked to protect. Your abiding love for him was the key that unlocked the truth of the calamity. But keys may also serve to seal doors that were best left unopened. Let your love now guide your actions, and lock away deep inside the fate of both Grandfather and Bahamut.
Fear not, Alphino. I understand what must be done. The realm need not know the truth for it to be saved. That the Elder Primal is banished, to return no more. That is enough. Let us make our way back to the surface. Poor Oriange must be beside himself with worry.
I bet. Alright. Time to go report. And then after this, I'm gonna go make something to eat, because I have not eaten today, and I don't know why I didn't expect this to take 4 hours. I thought it was gonna take like maybe 2, but wow, it took forever.
Ah, the warrior of light returneth undimmed from the depths of darkness. By thy triumphant bearing, I take it thou hast succeeded in thy mission, and yet thou art alone. Mistake me not, dear friend, full glad am I of thy safe return, but where, pray, are Master Alphino and Mistress Alize?
They're over here. They're chilling, okay?
Here, my friend, forgive us for our lateness. We took the scenic route. Bahamut is no more. The realm is safe. By the heavens, look at you. What horrors your young eyes must have seen. What suffering your young bodies must have borne. Pray tell me, where are you hurt? Your wounds must needs be cleansed and dressed at once. I shall make for you a poultice which draweth out. Be at ease, my friend. We are hale and whole, I assure you. We took a few tumbles, but the worst of our hurts are healed. I believe we have Grandfather to thank for that. Master Louis swore. Then you met with him once more. But wherefore should Bahamut's thrall seek to ease your suffering? I promise to reveal all to you in due course, dear friend, but first, there is a matter which requires our immediate attention. Now that Bahamut is defeated, we deem it best to bar entry to all of the fragments of Dalamud. To this end, we will convince the nation's leaders that the danger is past, and invite their cooperation in ensuring that the fragments are never again disturbed. Come, let us depart and seek an audience with them forthwith. A moment, sister. We need not burden yourself with this task. Urianger and I will more than suffice. Might you not take this opportunity to rest? The gods know you have earned it. But I am fine, brother. Besides, you have been through as much as I have. Oh, I see now. You would play your game of diplomacy and wish me out of the way? No, I... Naught could be further from the truth, Alize. My lady, 'tis mine earnest belief that your brother hath your best interest at heart. You have more than done your part, and he desireth but to relieve you of a burden he might easily bear alone. I have some experience treating with dignitaries, you must allow, and as you never fail to remind me of my fondness for diplomacy, I feel it only right that I remind you of your aversion to it. Then it is settled. Urianger, pray make arrangements for a chocobo carriage. The ride should give us ample time to prepare our story.
All right.
Alfino! Though our paths are different, we share the same goal, do we not? But of course, dear sister. That which we have just achieved together stands as a testament to that fact. Whatever path we choose to take, our hearts shall ever lead us to the same end, of that I am certain. Thank you. There's a place that I would visit. Might I ask you to accompany me? But first, I do believe a change of garments is in order. It won't take a moment.
Oh, new clothes, who does? Yep, new clothes, who does? Alright.
The landscape is the same. Of course, there's no reason that it would be otherwise. Though it would be poetic for the fragments to magically disappear, I am well aware that they shall remain long after you and I are gone. The world may change irrevocably, but life shall ever go on. Let us take a closer look, shall we? I have no doubt that Alfino will do an admirable job concealing the truth of the calamity, and such truths as were revealed in those dark depths will never see the light of day. I myself agreed that it must be so. But the thought that the people of Eorzea shall forever remain ignorant of their savior, of your deeds, the injustice of it is almost too much for me to bear.
Emphasis on almost. Almost is the key word.
How typical of you, Zayden. Ever the hero. Even so, I cannot deny that I feel better for your reassurance. But I want you to know that I will never forget. You are the one who freed Grandfather's soul and saved Eorzea from Bahamut's wrath. And though these great deeds will never be remembered in song, their consequences will be felt forevermore by every soul who calls this realm home.
Cool, 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 cool.
Yes, this spot will do. For Grandfather, Nile, and the dragons of Mericidia, for all those who were taken by the calamity. I plant this one single flower. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, that is kind of what it seems like they're doing. Oh, alright. Well, R.I.P., I guess.
At long last, our struggle with Bahamut is over. The realm, given new life through the prayers and sacrifices of countless souls, may look to a brighter tomorrow. When the dust of our adventure has settled, I shall embark on a journey. I mean to find my own reason to fight for Eorzea, and when I do, I will fight with all my being.
Whatever you say. If you say so. I'm sure we'll see you later.
You've done so much for me, Zayden. One day, I hope to be able to repay you in kind.
Does she ever, like, come back to, like, the main story?
I have no doubt but that you will continue to help those in need, and grow ever stronger in doing so. I shall endeavor to do the same, and if the 12 are kind, I hope one day to become Eorzea's sword in the darkness, as you are. Come what may, you may rest assured that I will not be outdone by Alfino.
He just gives a thumbs up. He's like, good for you.
When next we meet, I promise that I will not disappoint you. Till that day, fare you well, my friend, and thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Yay, quest complete. Finally. Oh my god. That was really long. It's good. It was really long. Oh my god. Alright, okay. I need to like thank this person, BRB, in a second, and then I think I'm gonna end the stream here anyway, so this will probably take just a second, but just in case, if you would like to leave, you're welcome to leave now, because this is the end of the stream, so 1 second, please.
Glad you had a good time. Anything else you want to run? I really do need to go. For I have not eaten anything yet today.
Okay, they said that I can add them. I don't really know how to
that. So I can't send friend requests as this is a free trial account, but I can still accept them. Oh, cool. They say enjoy your food and have a pleasant evening. Hope your stream enjoyed the run if you actually streamed all that. Alrighty. Oh, unable to just do a band party because they just happened to leave right in the middle of it. Okay, so I didn't exactly get to the main story quest today. I thought that there would be time to do so, but it has been 4 hours on the Coil of Bahamut, which is all in one stream though. So there you go. That's cool, I guess. For me, for like retrospect, if I ever decide to come back and watch it, which I never will, but that's fine. Anyway, in case you forgot, hi, I'm Mr. Gowan. Thank you for watching. Special thanks to Mr. Kevin for being here, as always, and to Lady Mia Rose, who is also here too. Thank you so much for watching. For anyone who's watching in retrospect, thank you for watching. And for anyone who's watching on YouTube, if you somehow made it to the 4-hour mark, thank you so much, and 1,000 awesome points to you. Where can you redeem said awesome points? I don't know, but feel free to keep them. Keep track of them as much as you want. And maybe I'll think of something one day. Leave your suggestions in the comments below, I guess. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you next time.